Hello everyone, thank you guys for coming out again for round 2 of TeamHerc Clean Up. Today we are on the corner of Farragut Rd and Utica Avenue, right here in Brooklyn. We're here because we understand that across the street is a car lot that used to be owned by someone that is now owned by the city. And because there is no accountability, this car lot has gone year after year where it has now turned from a car lot to a dumping site. A dumping site for cars, for trash, for appliances, and many, many more things. And when you think about the children in this community who are walking around throughout the day and even at night, you think about maybe there may even be squatters who may be utilizing that space during the night to find somewhere to sleep. We're calling again on the government to take care of our community, to provide environmental justice. And for us, that means taking care of these abandoned lots, because we know that sometimes this is how very much diseases are created and other type of issues that we don't need to deal with if someone was being accountable for their property. I don't think that it's okay to necessarily fine people, but if you have to fine people to hold them accountable, to make sure that we keep this community protected and vibrant, then it is upon the Department of Sanitation and the NYPD and other agencies to ensure that this situation over here no longer has to happen. Today we're going to be going down Farragut Rd and we're going to be removing trash from grass and areas that for some reason, no matter how long a week goes by, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, that garbage will still be there. So as a community, we're here to do our part to clean up, to say that if, the government and the city won't come and do their part, we will. But it's also to say that we as a community value actually taking care of our community. We value recycling. We value not actually littering. So we're going out there to pick up the trash, but we're also calling on you guys to clean up after yourselves as well. We would be remiss to say that a lot of this garbage that we're seeing on the streets is not left by very much us, the people of this community. So we're also responsible. So I'm calling on all of us to tell our friends, to tell our people in our areas to pick up after themselves, to do their part. With that being said, I would actually like to give Ms. Martin a chance to say something. As someone who has lived in this community for many years and cares about environmental justice.
Okay, well, I'd like to thank Hercules, and I think this is a great event. I hope we do more of them, and I'm counting on the city to respond to this in a positive way and come out and help us keep our communities clean.
Thank you. One of the positive things that I enjoy about knowing what we're doing is, again, we're trying to set an example. True leaders lead by example, and from the first cleanup that we did over on Nostrand Avenue between Beverly Road and Newkirk, one gentleman himself said, I'm going to take this cleanup to my community in a different part of Brooklyn. Another individual said they threw something on the ground and they were compelled to pick it up and clean up after themselves. So even if nothing comes out of this, if we ourselves are now teaching ourselves the importance of doing our part, then we've done our part, and now it's time for you guys to do yours. Thank you.
Since we can't touch this, we're calling on the people who own this building to handle their business. This is not okay. This is not even clear water. This is like green water. Not allowed to clean here again, but I will take videos so you can see why we're out here today. So whoever's property it is, we're calling you out. This causes mosquitoes and all types of bugs and things that we can't even comprehend.
Dope, so that way they can't get away with jumping. Got bikes, kids stuff, plasma TVs.
I don't know, this looks like a real good dump site rather than a property owned by somebody. A sign, and if you dump, there's a fine, right? Because there's a lot of places, even on the highway, it says if you litter, $500 ticket. You know, we need
Right. I think that would be a deterrent, not to everybody, but to some people.
Glenwood Mason, that's them right over there.
Oh man! All right, you can stop. So this land here is all belongs to the LIRR, aka the MTA. So we're also calling you out to come clean up this space. Crazy thing, I don't know if we have enough time.
Besides the fact, I mean, besides the cups, the everything else stuff, you know, debris from you, I have no idea where it came from. Those are...
That's a pineapple.
This is a whole bunch of dirt.
Oh, whoops.
Where's our council members and our Congress members and our assembly members and our senators? Where they at?
Okay, yeah, for some stuff it's just like about rebagging, making it look a little bit more presentable.
We got them on black.
So we are here again at the end of our cleanup for today. Today we conquered Farragut Road, That was a member of the community who is excited for what we're out here doing today. I want to thank all of you guys for taking time out of your busy Saturdays to come and be a part of the community, to help beautify the community, to help protect our vibrant community. I want to say thank you to Farah Louis, our councilwoman-elect, for also taking time out of campaigning and taking care of our district to be here. I do want to give you an opportunity to say a couple words about why you came out today and how you feel about this.
Well, environmental justice is something that's very important, and we want our community to be beautiful. We want to ensure that we have quality of life right here in our community. So I want to thank you for putting this effort together. If it wasn't for you, a lot of people wouldn't have thought about this. If you look at the before and after, it is way better. And we need to hold agencies responsible. LIRR, come do your job. Be responsible. Clean up your property. Come out here, clean up your property. Folks in the neighborhood, ensure that you're not dumping in our neighborhood. We need to ensure that our community continues to remain sustainable, and that's with you not dumping here and promptly calling DSNY and asking them to come and pick up your garbage at home. So thank you all for your participation and your time and your efforts. It is a unified effort out here. It's a unified 45, so let's continue the effort, continue to do this work. Thank you.
I would like to call up Savio. Savio has been out now for both of our cleanups. He came out for the first one on Nostrand Avenue, and he's here today for our second cleanup here on Farragut Rd. So I want you, as a member of the community, as a young person in the community, someone who clearly could be doing a lot of other things right now, why did you come out here again to help out with the community?
Watching out here to be more involved. There's like a lot of stress and a lot of things that need to be done. And nothing is being done, but when people like Hercules in the community, like actually helping and not actually just saying something, it's actually doing work, a lot of things can be done. So I want to thank
Yes, and I would like to also let Ms. Margaret speak on the environmental and the trash that was out there today.
Yeah, well, first I'd like to thank Hercules, because when I reached out to him on Facebook, he was right there to come and do this as his second cleanup. So I'm really happy that it worked out well and everybody showed up. And I've lived in this neighborhood for most of my life, and this is actually the first time I think that anybody's ever come here to do any kind of cleaning. So this is really exciting.
Awesome.
Would you like to say a couple words as also a member of the community?
This is a kind of a buried neighborhood. When people come and move here, they see it the way it is, and they don't even imagine how it was or could be or should be again. I mean, there used to be a news portion called Shame on the City or Shame on You, and shame on this city or shame on whoever owns this area, all these pockets throughout the neighborhood and the city who don't own up to that and don't not just abide by the law, but have a certain compassion and a courtesy to their neighbors. At this point, it's important to dig out the neighborhood and kind of return it to something that's healthy, something to share with the kids and grandkids.
So in closing, we want to again call on our elected officials from the city all the way up to the federal level, as we learned that a lot of this property that we cleaned today actually belongs to the LIRR, and a lot of the state elected officials can do more to impact what's happening right here in our community. So we are calling on our assembly members, our senators, our congresspeople, our city councilwoman who is already here with us today and knows our concerns and it will do what she can to address it. So again, thank you guys, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. TeamHerc for the cleanup. 3, 4, 5. TeamHerc for the cleanup.
But I mean, this is hiding. You wouldn't even notice those posters.
It's crazy.
I mean, what
I'm doing that because, like I was telling Hercules, from last time, I'm like, I was doing the park cleanups and stuff because, the Department of Parks wasn't cleaning our park the way that they would in other zip codes. Other zip codes, they'll be around the clock. Ours, they'll show a problem once or not even no times per week. So.
All of this was trashed earlier.
Would you like to say a couple words as also a member of the community about what you...
I very much would.
Yes.